Origin just wants to and this is the Balkan Indian Reddit war, while channel living ironically in Europe. Disclaimer: this video is not meant to offend anybody. Who cares if somebody's offended? Come on, man. And it's simply documenting in a comedic fashion the flame war that happened on the r/2 Balkan for you and r/2 Asian for you subreddits. Okay, yeah, I guess it's like YouTube. That's why he's putting the disclaimer. I don't know. Balkan Indian war. I don't know about this. When that happened, what? But I don't know. But yeah, one thing I'm gonna say. Internet is a recently accessible thing in India for a lot of people. Obviously, in most urban areas like cities and thing, it's been a thing for decades, multiple decades. But for most Indians, it's recent thing, past few years, right? 6, 7, 8 years, something, right? So, how to, let's just say, take things from internet, how to take criticism things. Let's just say it's not that easy to understand. So like war erupts a lot. People on YouTube already knows that. Say some shit about India and Indians will bomb the shit out of the comment section. Even I'm like, what the fuck? Sometimes I'm like, oh no, and walk away or something. I don't know. But yeah, I can see this. So I'm guessing Balkan was lit up or something by Indians. 1.4 billion people. You can't fight against that, right? In China, internet is restricted, so population doesn't come into effect. In India, that's not the case. Apart from China, China is the only competitive thing when it comes to like population. When it comes to India, apart from China, India dwarfs anything and everything when it comes to population. And a lot of them has internet access, so you can see where that's going. So this is going to be interesting. Let's watch it. Remember to flag mark and subscribe. That way I know which type of videos to react to more. If you want to do more of this, comment down or comment a video you want me to react to. Okay, again, right? If you've been watching my videos, you already know this. But if you're new to this or something, because I get that comment all the time, angry comments. Again, I'm having a laugh here, not trying to offend anyone, right? I can understand how things are out there and all that shit. So just chill out in the comments. Let's watch it.
2024. A Pakistani logs onto Twitter. He browses a bit, dodging all of the OnlyFans bots and right-wing grifters. And then he spots this post.
Albanian woman married Vot Brown Pakistani, living in the West. Complete humiliation and shane they have brought, only bullets jump by the Paris.
A sense of national pride overwhelms him, and he quickly logs onto Reddit and reposts the screenshot onto r/AsiaIRL. With tremendous delight, he grins gleefully at his post. Yet quickly, it starts getting traction amongst the Indian users of the site.
Aren't Albanians also look?
To context, swastika is a holy Indian symbol. There's a reason why it's called swastika, right? Just because some idiot in a funny mustache took it over doesn't change the fact that it's a holy symbol for over 1 billion people. Billion plus Hindus or whatever. 90% are Hindu, I think. 1.4 billion are billion plus Hindus.
Looked down upon in the rest of the Balkans?
Overwhelmed by millennia of senseless carnage and paying heed to ancient tribal allegiances, the Indians knew that the Albanian must pay for his insolence. An onslaught of hate comments targeted at Albanians ensues.
Are you fucking telling me, right? A Pakistani was targeted, a Pakistani was pissed off, and Indians came to its rescue. Is that what you're telling me? I love internet. I love the shit that happens in internet. It's just beautiful. It's just subliminal. Mwah.
Innocent of any wrongdoings, a single Albanian user is caught in the crossfire, having to stand up for himself for the only crime of being born under the coat of arms of a black eagle and in the mountains of the accursed Alps. Enraged by the injustice committed on the subreddit, he reposts the post onto his native lands, r/BalkansIRL. In a blink of an eye, hundreds of Balkaners see this post and the injustice that was committed with it, and quickly cast aside the ancient blood feuds to rush to the aid of their precious comrade. As the Balkans fight back, the Indians' ego gets hurt in the crossfire, The flame war that started as a result of the Twitter post further sparks tension and more Indians rush to their countryman's aid. Quickly, one user of r/AsiaIRL drafts a 5-page meme giving an intellectual thesis on why the Albanians are members of the Roma community, insulting at the same time both the Albanian nation and the shunned Romas, giving them both.
See, Indians, I just watched a video on Polymeter about like why 75% of women are unemployed, this and this. Let's just say there are a lot of Indians with a lot of technical degrees who have free time over their hand. They're gonna go surgical and clinical with their insult, with the graph and everything.
Additional hardship, as if they hadn't had enough of that already. He reposts the meme on both r/AsiaIRL and r/BalkansIRL, stoking the flames between the nations even higher. Upon the Balkan subreddit seeing this, the post rises to the top of the site as more and more
Balkans are like, the fuck? India, what was happening? And just like rises the post, more and more people.
Balkaners become enraged that a foreigner dared to fire upon one of their own, seeing it as a grave cultural taboo, as although the Balkans fiercely hate one another, no one is permitted to talk trash about them except one of their own. And the last time they checked, India was nowhere near the Balkans. Quickly, the alarm bells on the subreddit are rung, and troops start to mobilize. After 20 years of fickle peace, war yet again has broken out on the Balkan Peninsula. Lightning fast, the internet soldiers of r/BalkansIRL grab their keyboards and open up their pirated versions of Photoshop CS6 they got off the Pirate Bay and get to work. In a matter of minutes, both r/AsiaIRL and r/BalkansIRL are overwhelmed with the anti-Indian memes.
Wauw, dat was heel erg racistisch.
The Indians of the internet see that once more they are under fire from a foreign invader, unlike of which they had seen since the British. They arm their own guns and reinforce supply of anti-Albanian memes. Both subreddits at this point are completely flooded with vile posts making fun of their own nationalities, both growing ever more so angry with each other and creating more dank memes in retaliation depicting each other as the crying soy Wojak while showing themselves as the Giga Chad, stoic Chad Wojak. Now, while the mods of r/BalkansIRL were completely with their members in the war effort, the mods at r/AsiaIRL were completely caught off guard. You see, unlike what the Balkans believed, the Asian subreddit did not coordinate this attack against God's chosen lands. Rather, a few bad actors decided to strike at them unbeknownst to the rest of the subreddit.
I mean, that should be obvious. If Indian groups attack, there is no Balkan IRL, right? Let's be honest here. 1.4 billion people. You can't. Even YouTubers are scared of pissing off Indians, so they would like bomb the shit out of the comments in YouTube, let alone Reddit, right? Most of the Indians didn't know this shit was happening. Otherwise, there is no war. It's just like one small versus one like giga giant or something. It's like a 4-year-old kid versus around like 50-foot giant type of shit. There is. Even the Balkans combined cannot go against Indian population. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is all just horrendous shit. This is the case of like, I think 4chan was like that, right? Like long ago. I don't know why Reddit has become that, right? Meme war, this and that, all that. What was that frog thing? Pepe the Frog and shit like that. I didn't even know this war was happening. Clearly.
Previously to this point, the two subreddits were in brotherly relations, as both were the successors of the original r/2Balkan4U and r/2Asian4U, two subreddits dedicated to these two groups of people who'd make ironic memes against one another, satirizing unironic nationalists from their home countries, who'd unironically make hateful posts against others from the same region. Both subreddits got banned by evil decadent Westoids who did not understand a 2000 IQ banter of Asia and the Balkans. The two had gone through trying times facing the tyrannic admin Cheetor and lost their communities and had no one else to sympathize with but with one another. Yet, here they were, fighting each other to the last meme.
So there is a relation there. There is a history there. So this is molding into something rather than just some random shit. There you go.
Desperate attempt to prevent any more bloodshed and bruised egos, the mods at r/AsiaIRL started mass deleting posts and banning users who were targeting the Balkans, in a move that has never been seen since the creation of the subreddit. Yet, that did not stop the Balkans from their onslaught. They continued creating memes against the Indians and publishing them all across the subreddit and Twitter. The mods could not handle the sheer number of butthurt Balkaners. They had not seen such fury ever in their lives. They did not know how to deal with the ancestors of Arkan and Adam Yashari. Although they had been trained in the internet spats between Pakistanis and Indians, threatening to nuke each other every couple of years over the cricket championship, nothing could prepare them against the hordes that rose up from the ashes of NATO's depleted uranium bombings in Kosovo. Balkan toxicity and pettiness had mutated into
I mean, for Balkans, it's like, okay, Indians are known for like overwhelming things, so we're gonna take them down. But Indians like, okay, we've known for these things. It's a bad stereotype. Everybody calm the fuck down. That's what happened. So they were like, like stopping everyone from posting anything. The other side is just like amplifying shit. There you go.
to something far greater any human could comprehend. In such desperate times, overwhelmed, outnumbered, and censored by their own community, the Indian e-warriors had no other choice but to call upon another subreddit, r/2bahrat for you, another ironic nationalist subreddit that focused on the tomfoolery in Indian subcontinent. With the new reinforcements that
Bharat is the real name of India. India is like a Western name. Hindustan is like Islamic name. Stan, I mean, it's like they called in, Hindustan. Bharat is the real name of India. So to Bharat for you. There you go.
Indian army regrouped in a one last ditch effort and utilized the most frowned upon of countermeasures, reporting the subreddit. With the sheer amounts of anti-Indian memes, r/BalkansIRL was running the huge risk of getting their subreddit once more nuked off the platform they all called their shitposting home, as was the case with their motherland r/2Balkan for you. Seeing the dangers of having to start up a whole new subreddit once more, the mods of the Balkans panicked similarly to the time their mothers found a piss bottle in their bedrooms, and quickly they too started to do their job and moderate the subreddit. With the stakes
Hold up there. So are you telling me, two Indians were playing like a long game, knowing that this shit will end up banning, so they just let Balkaners get banned? That's some next level shit.
growing higher than ever, the two subreddits met together to negotiate peace. Overwhelmed by pure artistic rage exerted
Treaty of Versailles for Reddit. I can't.
by Balkaners, r/AsiaIRL conceded an unconditional surrender, with which the bloodbath was put to an end, and the Balkan subreddit rejoiced and started spamming memes celebrating their victory. But even so, how many egos and gigabytes of online storage space had to be destroyed to achieve that? We might never know.
Oh god, this was so good. Yeah. Obviously, most of the Indians didn't know about this, didn't care, or maybe didn't care because it was about Pakistan, so why would they get involved or some shit? I don't know. But yeah, if that was the case, if arseless Balkans, right, started this shit because of some Indian issue, yeah, the story would have been completely different. There'd be overwhelming war through Indian side. But yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen, because that wouldn't have been good, good spotlight on India. It's already a problem, right, with how Indian comments bombard YouTube, Indian things bombard, like, okay, can you take a joke? Can you calm down? That's a big issue already, but yeah. Alright, people, that was the Balkan Indian Reddit war. I can't. Reddit is just like, I can't, man, right? I'm guessing, like how 4chan ones, I don't, what happened to 4chan? I remember watching Internet Historian video on it, but what happened to 4chan, right? 4chan was the original thing where, like, memes and Pepe Frog and all that shit was happening. I'm guessing that Reddit is that now. Is that what happened? Reddit is too big, so I guess Reddit is everything. I don't know. Alright, if you like my subscribe, and I'll see you next time.